What's going on, YouTuber Nights? It's your boy Rocket here, and today we are welcoming another edition of Rocket Rants, episode number 4. Today's subject is going to be about parenting in video games. Very much so, yes. It's a bit late, but I feel like I should add my 2 cents into the mix, because those of you out there who wish to know what my opinions are on the take, I would like to let you know. We're going to start off with a little bit of a backstory here. About 2 days ago, on Good Morning America, there was a woman that was complaining about her son playing way too much Frenzy. What was that? Fortnite. There was a woman on Good Morning America complaining that her son was playing way too much Fortnite. And she's very worried that the son might start developing antisocial behaviors. Yes. A mother is complaining on national TV that her son is playing too much video games. The mother, the parent, is complaining that her son is playing too much video games on TV. Does that not sound wrong in your head? Immediately you should be thinking, you're the mom. You should be able to do something about that. We're not even going to get into why she did it or, whatever. It doesn't matter. We're just going to be talking about, parenting in video games in general. But the first thing I would like to say is, Good Morning America, I have nothing bad to say to you because I don't even watch your show all that much. But really, are you guys desperate enough for views that you're going to be asking, that you just let anybody go on TV to complain about something? Really? Especially in a time where video games is not really being painted in a good light after recent events. And even the president is calling violent video games like bad or something. And people are, the government is trying to get involved. The president has words to say. This is not good at all for video games. But video games is not even, whatever. Before we even begin, because I brought it up, once again, my condolences to the Parkland shooting family. What happened was a tragedy, but we're not going to get into that. Video games, violent video games are being brought into this, and now this woman is just stirring the pot, and I want to add my 2 cents to it and end it once and for all. Basically put, as a parent, you are in control of whatever your child does, because he is your son or daughter. He or she is your son or daughter. They are allowed to play video games. Yes, as long as the parent says so. Now, how much is, once again, dependent on the parent. An example would be my case. I live in a pretty strict house. Especially when I was younger. My mom would never let me play video games for a very long time, but do keep in mind, I was living back in the 2000s, not now in the days where, and also to boot, I am Haitian, and therefore my Haitian parents are quite really strict, very, very strict. But it doesn't matter. My mom always, I have to ask her to play video games, and then to boot, I'm only allowed to play video games for a set amount of time. I hated the rule, but I accepted it. Why can't other parents do that? Like, seriously, you are in charge of a kid, and you can't and you're going on TV and telling people that you can't tell your son he can't play Fortnite for more than like 4 or 5 hours. And that's still a lot, actually. You're telling me that you can't tell your son that they can play, they have to stop or limit how much they play? That's I don't even have words to describe it. I'm just saying it's ridiculous. Laughable, really. And I'm not the only one. There's a lot of people have, been calling this one of the most ridiculous segments on Good Morning America ever. And I tend to agree. Because really, you're complaining that your son is playing too much video games, and you're worried that he might start developing antisocial behaviors. And to boot, I don't even think the son was 18 years of age. I think he was 14. So to further add fuel to the fire, she can't tell her her teenage son, to stop playing video games. Wow. And no wonder why other countries are laughing at us, people. They would really, oh my goodness gracious. Basically put, you're a parent. You are the mother of the son. You can tell him when to stop playing video games. It's simple. It's simple. Just tell him, no more video games. He starts complaining, take it away. Simple as that. Ground him. Punish him if he starts to complain. because he needs to because if you're not going to teach him to understand that playing video games for a long time is not a good thing, then how's he going to learn it? Period. Really now. Oh man, this is a very personal subject for me because I've seen in a lot of circumstances where people claim that, well, I only get 2 or 3 or 4 hours to play video games, and they're sitting like, oh, I wish I had more time. I'm sitting over here, I'm content with playing video games for about 2 or 3 hours. Other people are complaining about playing for 3 or 4 hours, and I'm sitting over there like, oh, I mean, I only play for like a good 1 or 2 or 3 hours. 3 hours is the most I've ever played. I've actually played longer now, but that was back when I was young. Like, you are just a parent. If I have a son, of course I'm going to teach my son that he has to learn how to limit how much video game he plays. Hell, I'm doing that with my brother. My brother, he would love to be playing video games for like 4, 5, 6 hours a day, despite the fact he's got school and stuff. But I make sure that before he even thinks about playing video games, he gets all of his other stuff done. Not only that, but you have to introduce your son to the things to different things too. You ever take your son outside, like go to the park, have fun? And not only that, but you also have the whole parents don't understand what video games are and how video games function type of biz, but you can easily fix that by playing games together. Have a family game night or something. I had to teach my mom how to play Finding Nemo for the PlayStation 2, and she loves that game now. I taught my mom how to play Mario Kart, and she now knows how to play Mario Kart on the Nintendo Switch. Granted, she's not even a gamer, and she very, very rarely plays. She mostly wants to play whenever she sees me and my brother playing playing Mario Kart. Well, specifically Mario Kart. My mom, she's as old school Haitian as can be, and she's learning how to, and she learns how to play video games, and you know she likes it. Rather than, and this is a very good quote from TBH of the Gaming Illuminati. This is a very good quote right here. The Black Hokage from the Gaming Illuminati. This is straight from his article. Quit judging from afar and start playing alongside your children. That way you'll better understand what they're doing, and it will be easier to monitor the time they put it. Well, I'm pretty sure he meant to say into it, but it doesn't matter. That's a very good quote right there. Why don't you start actually trying to understand what your child's trying to do, and start playing, at the very least, it doesn't even have to be Fortnite. It could be any game. Understand why your child loves playing video games so much. It could be any game. Any game can make a person an addict. Just either be a parent and restrict it, or you have 2 options as a parent. You can restrict it, or you can understand it. You restrict it and keep your son playing as little video games as possible by keeping his social life busy. If he's got extracurricular activities, let him do those. But if you want to understand why your kid likes video games so much, offer to play with the son. It's not like they're gonna say no. Some might, but like I said, it really does depend on the game. Have a family game night. It doesn't really matter. Just get in control of your son. The rant's over, folks. I have been here for Captain Rocket. If you've enjoyed the video, please make sure to leave a like, comment, and share. And subscribe if you are new, because I'm posting I post videos weekly at the very least, and I stream weekly too. So once again, I have been your Captain Rocket, and I'll see you guys later in the next video. Peace.